Texas town is celebrating its middle and elementary schools efforts in a huge worldwide robotics competition. So the question is, how did they do? KLTV7's Bob Hallmark has the answer.
A team from Hunt Elementary and two teams from Diana Middle School competed in the recent World Robotics competition in Dallas, where over 700 teams from all over the world had converged.
It was nerve-wracking at first, and then it got a little more comfortable as the days went on.
The students designed, built, and programmed their robotics to perform a specific task.
VEX robotics competitions, they stress that it's student-led, and they even have to sign documentation that they have created that robot, they planned the robot, and they have programmed the robot.
We look at what we have to do for that this year for the match, and then we find inspiration, and that's where we start with our building process.
That task was to load and slide discs under a set horizontal bar into a scoring area to achieve points.
It's a combination of problem solving and continuing to work towards our build and programming the robots to make them do the same thing without a person.
The teams collectively achieved 26th place out of 75 within their division.
The best part was doing the experience.
But the coaches say what these kids learn now will be critical for the future.
With the world that we're living in, with it becoming advanced with technology, and preparing them for jobs that do not exist yet, so math and sciences are imperative.
I'd like to be like an engineer.
Bob Hallmark, KLTV 7 News.
These kids are going to end up building the robot that replaces me one day. The teams qualified for the world competition by earning high scores in the regional and state competition.